Hi, my name is Nick Morgan. I'm the co-director and co-founder of Euro Youth Mental Health. This is my About Me video. I'm from Swansea originally, and then studied and lived in Cardiff for quite a number of years, and I now live in London. And I guess so. My journey into this organisation and to setting up this organisation has been a long time coming. I studied youth work initially. I'm a youth worker by trade and fell into the world of mental health, working for a company called Barnardo's, where we worked with young people showing early symptoms of mental health problems or illness, and worked with them in the community. And I guess that was my first step into realising the importance of people being aware and supporting people with mental health problems. Mainly when I got that job, they kind of said they weren't looking for someone with a clinical background or a theoretical background in mental health, of which I had none. They were looking for youth workers, people to work with people, and believed that they would be the best type of support that young people would need. Of course, from then I received a lot of training on suicide prevention, self-harm studies, personality disorder support and awareness, and various other bits and bobs. I eventually left Cardiff to go live in Brighton for a bit, but that didn't quite work out, and then I moved to London. I then went and did a master's in Netherlands in comparative European social sciences, which I did a thesis comparing two mental health services, one in Zagreb, Croatia, and one in London, UK, looking at 16 to 21 year olds with depression. And this is where the start of this organisation kind of came into my head. In doing the research for that thesis, I realised there was no sole body looking or lobbying and championing young people's ability and opinions and support needs around mental health across Europe. There was no kind of driving voice to ensure that this is something that is being looked after across Europe. And so I finished my studies, met and worked with and studied with some amazing people, made some good links, came back to the UK, initially set up just a Twitter page, trying to share positive best practice across Europe and what Europe was doing as a continent around mental health, so looking at the European Union, Council of Europe and other different large institutions, until we formally set up December last year, 2017. And yes, so now the idea, there's a couple of us working voluntarily for this organisation, and we are trying to improve the sharing of best practice, encourage collaboration across services across Europe, and most importantly, empower young people to have a voice in their country, locally, nationally, internationally, to champion the need for better mental health services for them and their peers. So that's the organisation and where we've come from with that. Myself, I've got and dealt with my own mental health difficulties at periods in my life, primarily starting in my adulthood when I was back in Cardiff. I've done another video for that story more specifically, so you can look at that if you'd like. It's under my mental stories. And then I guess I've been very sporty all my life. I played rugby for a long time. Being from Wales, that's kind of what you do. But I did enjoy it until I got injured and now have partial vision in my left eye because of that. But I still do a lot of running. I do dancing, swing dancing. I play guitar, I play drums. These are ways that I kind of cope with my mental health problems, and I also just do it for fun, not when I need to, but just because I want to. And I guess, so that's a lot about me, and I currently live in London, and there's more and more opportunities around more cohesion across Europe around mental health opening every day. And so I'm just hoping that this organisation starts a precedent of conversation at high level institutions in Europe as well as locally in Europe, and we can help provide that support and need for those dialogues to happen as an organisation. So I'm hoping we'll grow. I'm hoping we'll have more people offer some involvement. We do have a lot of people showing excitement about this work. And that's kind of a bit about me. Thank you. Bye.